Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Nora is off. I'm Margaret Brennan. Tonight, we have a CBS News investigation into the fight for thousands of veterans to restore their benefits after being less than honorably discharged from the military. Plus, it's Friday, so we go on the road tonight to meet a high school football star making a difference in his community. But first, a counterterrorism raid in northeast Syria left 4 U.S. service members injured. 3 of the 4 had wounds serious enough they needed to be evacuated to a military hospital in Germany. The U.S. military operation took out senior ISIS leader Hamza al-Homsi, who supplied suicide vests to other operatives. CBS's David Martin is at the Pentagon with more.
A leader of the ISIS terrorist network in Syria is dead, but at the price of 4 wounded Americans.
An explosion during the raid also resulted in 4 U.S. troops and 1 other working dogs suffering some injuries.
U.S. Special Operations Forces went in by helicopter and surrounded a nondescript house in northeastern Syria. But as they closed in on their target, an explosion, either a suicide vest or a hand grenade, went off.
The troops and the working dog are in stable condition.
It is a constant threat. In 2019, when commandos raided the Syrian compound of ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, he blew up himself and 3 children to avoid capture. Last year, Ibrahim al-Hashimi al-Qurashi, another leader of ISIS, set off a booby trap that leveled the 3rd floor of his house, killing himself, his wife, and 2 children. This time, the target was Hamza al-Homsi, and this time he apparently waited for the Americans to get close enough.
He was overseeing the group's deadly terrorist network in eastern Syria before he was killed in the raid.
There are about 900 American troops in Syria working with local Syrian forces to keep the ISIS terrorist network from staging a comeback. It's a deadly game of hide and seek, but no American troops were killed or wounded in all of last year. There were actually 2 commando raids last night. In the second one, the leader of an ISIS assassination cell was killed without any U.S. casualties. Margaret?
David Martin at the Pentagon.